Hi, my name is New. Today is September 17th, and we will be discussing in regards to the fourth tissue, which is the epithelial, the nervous, and smooth, and connective tissues. So we're going to start with the epithelial. The tissues are composed of layers of closely spaced cells that covers the organ surface, forms the gland, serve for protection, secretion, absorption. Epidermis, the inner lining of the digestive tract, the liver, and other glands are where it could be found. The epithelial function is mainly to protect, absorb, support, and filter from slippery surfaces. Epithelial cells are simple one layer that are pretty much flat. It allows passages to materials. The functions of the simple columnar is to absorb, secrete substance, and decide what needs to go in and what needs to come out. These are also found in the lungs, the kidneys, the ducts of the small glands, trachea, urethra, and bladder. The next one is going to be the connective tissues, which are more of a matrix than cell volume. They specialize to support and bind together, protect organs. These are located in the tendons, the ligaments, cartilage, and bone and blood. They basically bind cells, organs of the body together to function, protect, support, and integration of all the bodies. The connective tissue performs many functions in the body, but importantly, they support and connect other tissues as well. The connective tissue sheath that surrounds the muscle cells to the tendons that attach muscles to the bone, and the skeletons that supports the body, the positions of the body. They also transport fluids, nutrients, waste, chemical messengers is ensured by specialized fluids, connective tissues such as blood and lymph. Those are also part of it. The connective tissues are also broken down to loose connective tissues, supportive fluids, and dense. Loose connective tissue is found between many organs where it can act to absorb shock and bind tissues together. It allows water, salts, various nutrients to diffuse through the embedded cells and tissues. Dense connective tissue contains more of collagen fibers that loose connective tissue does. The ligaments and the tendons are made of dense regular connective tissue. The dense regular elastic tissue contains elastic fibers in addition to collagen fibers, which allows the ligament to return to its original length after stretching. The dense irregular connective tissue basically arranges and gives the tissue greater strength in all direction and less strength in one particular direction. Next, we're going to be talking about the muscular tissue, which is composed of elongated and specialized cells for contraction. These are located in the skeletal muscle, the heart, and the walls of the viscera, which is also known as the smooth muscles. The muscle tissues is characterized by properties that allows movement. They respond to a stimulus. They contract, meaning they can shorten, generate, pull by force, and muscle movement is voluntary, which means that it is under conscious control. Skeletal muscle is attached to bones, and it contracts, and its contraction makes possible locomotions like facial expressions, postures, and voluntary body movements. Cardiac muscles from the contractile walls of the heart. The smooth muscles tissue contraction is responsible for involuntary movements in the internal organs. Lastly is the nervous tissues, and they contain excitable cells specialized for rapid transmission of coding information to other cells. These can be found in the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves. The nervous tissue is characterized by being capable of sending and receiving electrochemical signals that provide the body with information. And when a neuron is sufficient stimulated, it generates an action potentials that propagates down the axon towards the synapse. If enough neurotransmission or transmitters are released at the synapse to stimulate the next neuron or target, a response is generated. And this is my report, and I hope you like it. Thank you.